How's it going, Godzilla fans, kaiju fans, collectors, and just general people of YouTube? This is Chanzilla1964 coming to you with another figure review, and I just realized I am unintentionally doing a YMSF-a-thon. Yes, that is right. All the figures that have been coming that I've been reviewing and kind of dropping reviews for the channel recently have been all figures from YMSF, or the company that used to be YMSF. Anyway, but yeah, today I'm bringing you the YMSF Zedus figure. That is right, we're going to be getting the crazy looking Jurassic Park chameleon spitting lizard tonguing looking basically the crazy lizard that we got from the Gamera the Brave movie Zedus. We actually finally have a vinyl figure of this guy, and might I say, this does not disappoint at all. This has been one of my anticipated figures from that movie, in fact, because Zedus was a big main villain, and the only figure that we got from that line was Gamera the Brave, Toto, or the Gamera from that movie, and the Hypergauss from that movie, but that's about it. Besides that, we never got to figure out the big main bad, which was this guy from Bandai, which was a big shame. But now YMSF came in clutch and we got him right here. And let's just start off with detail, which, by the way, funny story, when I got this guy in the packaging from G-Fest here, the tongue was a little bit off. Like, it was basically, and don't worry, yeah, I know it's not supposed to be like that, but basically the tongue was drooping when I got it, and that was or it was off to the side like this when I got it, and it was a big bummer because I really like Zedus. So what I did was, I noticed that there was a bit of a thing where you could turn it at the back, so at G-Fest I turned it, and then I ended up cracking the glue seal, which I got scared because all this tongue fell out, but then I saw this and it was a glue seal here. I don't recommend you do this for your figure, for Zedus, but for me, I'm able to have him like this, and then when I want to use his tongue, I'm able to put the tongue in here, and this is probably how I'm going to be displaying him in general, is with the tongue. But if I don't need it, then I will take it out like this. And this is honestly a really cool part of Zedus, which I'll review the tongue right here. Really nice tongue detail, a really nice sharp detail here as well for the harpoon part for the tongue, for when Zedus stabs it into Gamera. So this is the last you're going to be seeing of the tongue until we get to size comparison, but really good. And I love the color on the tongue as well, how it shifts from this really nice purple to this kind of burgundy color and to this deep red at the tip. I mean, this is a precursor for the amazing paint that's going to be on Zedus, which you can see here. Before we get to paint, let's get the detail. So detail on Zedus is going to be really well done. And in terms, when I say really well done, I mean it includes every little quill that was on Zedus here, and every little bump and everything. You got the quills on the top of Zedus' head, the kind of bearded quill over here for him. And I'm going to be doing paint too on top of the detail, because they got this really nice paint. I didn't think that they would paint this, but they did. A really nice paint for the quills over this really nice beige paint, and a really nice beginning of the red paint for his quills starting at the top of his head. And you even got the little beard whiskers here, which is a really nice addition for Zedus. On top of that, you got the kind of dog mouth. You know how the dogs have that little kind of extra flap on the edge of their inside of their mouth? That's what Zedus has over here. Really nicely translated here, and each tooth is individually sculpted here for Zedus. Even on the top of the mouth, you're gonna have really nice detail, and on the bottom of the mouth, you're gonna have really nice detail as well. No tongue detail, because as you saw, this is the tongue. You don't want to lose that if you ever take it out. Don't ever lose that thing. I'm going to make it a point not to. But yeah, that is just about the detail work for here. The eyes are really nicely painted here. And then you even got this little bloodshot here, which is really nice detail. A really nice detail. Yeah. And then the kicker for his head, for his face, is this frill. I mean, look at this amazing frill. Detail work is amazing on it, but what really does it is the paint for this guy. I mean, look at the paint. It transitions from this really nice burgundy color out to this kind of reddish yellow, orangey color, to this brown, to the yellow, to green. I mean, this is exactly what we saw in the film, and it translates really well onto this figure. And it's going to be the same on the back of his frills as well. Speaking of Zedus's back, here is his back frills, all very nicely detailed. And it looks like a, yeah, all very nicely done and included on the back here. Yeah, this is amazing actually. I really like all of this detail work. And the paint is very nice too. This really nice deep red paint. And then you've got the kind of separation for the carapace here for Zedus, which I didn't realize was a thing in the film, but seeing this now, really cool. I like how they did this. If YMS ever does another Varan figure, I expect this level of detail, because this is a this is like, this reminds me of Varan a lot. And yeah, I'm hoping they do eventually do another Varan figure, whether it be the Varan from the Varan the Unbelievable, or a Varan figure from what was the original draft for the Godzilla GMK, which might be a cool option too. Just putting it out there. You never know. They make some pretty obscure monsters, like this guy. So again, detail really nice in the back here. You have similar frill detail on the elbows and the thighs. The same side. Really nice deep red color for both of those. And they got spikes on this part, on the calf of the leg, which is really interesting. Didn't realize this was a detail. And I don't know why the evolution for Zedus would put it here, unless if somebody tries to bite it, then they can't. But interesting design choice for this monster. I didn't realize this was there. But yeah, really good detail. And then you're gonna have really nice detail for the arms and the hands here. Really evil looking hands too. Reminds me of Emperor Palpatine's hands. But I got really nice lizard detail that translates here. All this really nice bumpy scaling texture that goes all across the bottom part of the body. Yeah. And then you're gonna see the paint for the fingers and the toenails is very nice. It looks like it hurts to have his nails, honestly. Even a similar thing on the toenails. Looks like it hurts. And then here's the underside of Zedus here, where it's going to have the similar detail, same detail. A really nice detail on the bottom for his chin. And then on the bottom of him here, you're just going to have this really nice kind of bumpy skin texture detail going all on the inside, all the way down, the tip of the tail. And it's going to be painted in this really nice kind of pinkish red color. Or it looks like they had white underneath and they just kind of dry brushed red over it, which is really nice effect. I like this effect a lot actually, for the inside of Zedus' stuff. And you got this kind of crotchal area, kind of folds here. Yeah, this part reminds me of Gorosaurus from the King Kong Escapes movie. This part here. So this, again, detail work really amazing, really good, really accurate. If you look at him head on, he's gonna look a little weird, but besides that, he is amazing. Detail work, paint work, amazing, off the charts, really good. With all that out of the way, let's get into articulation. The tongue does not count as articulation or an extra accessory. Just keep that in mind. The tongue should be attached. But for articulation here, as you saw, spoilers, the head can move 360 inside of the frills. The frills do not move, thankfully. Interesting touch, because they did it a little differently with, God, who was it they did this differently with? There was another figure I recently reviewed where it had similar kind of thing going on. Who was it? Huh. That's crazy. I don't know who I reviewed or who I may have had before where it had a similar attention to detail where the head would move separately from the outside. Might have been Gabora, because I had the Shin Gabora figure from Shin Ultraman, but that's the only one that comes to mind. I feel like it wasn't him though. If you know, let me know in the comment section down below, because there was another kaiju figure that does have a similar, I guess, mechanism where the frills move separately from that. But all besides the point. Head moves like that, yeah. Then you got the arms here, which will be blocked by the frills, and the legs, they move like this much, and it's just enough to make it like he's scratching the crap out of Gamera. And then you got the legs here, which do move a nice but very painful, not 360, but oh no, well yeah, 360, my bad. They do move a nice 360 here, but it is very tight. So you might have to play with it a little bit to loosen it up. And then besides that, you got the middle section, not really full on midsection, but the middle part of the tail here, which does move 360 as well. Unhindered, wonderful, amazing articulation too. Here, let me just plug the tongue back in here for size, because we're going to be doing size comparison after this. But yeah, articulation, really, really good. You got a good total of 6 points of articulation on this guy, total of 6. Now let's move on to size comparison with Gamera the Brave Toto here. Zedus is a little on the smaller side actually, I think, in terms of size comparison for this figure and the figure that we got from Bandai, which honestly isn't really a bad thing. A lot of the villains out there are known to be on the smaller side and destroy ya. So excuse me, wow, I didn't know that would come out. But so honestly, this size comparison doesn't really bug me at all that much, because this works perfectly fine playability wise, because you see you got his tongue here, which can stab Gamera in the shoulder just fine. Gamera can tear it out just fine too, like that. And then he can scratch Gamera just fine, bite him just fine. Gamera can punch him just fine, and all that. So this is honestly not really a problem. While Zedus is a little on the smaller side, it will not affect playability at all. Even though Zedus is, granted, mind you, supposed to be like this compared to Gamera, because Gamera is a tiny little shit in the movie. Really brave though, really cool Gamera. This is possibly one of my more favorite Gamera designs, because how cute, ridiculously child-friendly he looks, and his older version is a complete badass in the movie. But yeah, size-wise, in terms of movie accuracy, is a little more on the smaller side, but playability, perfect size, in my opinion. Perfect size. Plus, he's got a really big tail, which can, yeah. So, again, perfect size, playability-wise. Okay, so overall, what do I think about this Zedus figure from YMSF? I think this is a really, really amazing figure. Is it perfect? In more than a few ways, I would say, yeah, actually. It's pretty damn well perfect. They nailed detail, articulation happy with, they perfectly nailed paint. Accessories, that might be the only gripe that I would have with it, in making the tongue an accessory piece that could plug in the mouth, but I digress, because you could do it anyway, just you might risk losing the tongue, that's the only thing. And it's a soft vinyl figure. It's not supposed to have any accessories because it's a soft vinyl figure, even though Bandai's been proving that this statement wrong, so I can't really say much, and I'm happy with it, honestly. But it's not one of the expectations, again, that I would have for a soft vinyl figure. So yes, I think this is an amazing Zedus figure. I think this is, I'm very happy that we actually finally have a soft vinyl version of this guy in hand. So yeah, do I recommend you get it? If you're a fan of Gamera the Brave, I 100% think you should get this guy. If you're a fan of Gamera, it's a real toss-up, because this is one of the more obscure monsters. If you're into that stuff, sure. If it's something where you're kind of like, you don't need it, then that's wholly up to you, honestly. Because I'm not sure how much this guy goes on the aftermarket, but I know he could be a bit of a heftier penny than the $80 I spent at G-Fest. So, again, you're a really big fan of Gamera the Brave, he's somebody to have on your shelf. If you're indifferent about it, that's up to you. You can be as indifferent as you want. That's wholly up to you. I'm not going to say you should. Because even for me, I was a little on the edge about getting this guy, but after seeing him in person, I thought, yeah, I'm going to get this guy. And I had to get this guy. So, yeah, I'm happy with this figure. I'm really happy with this figure, honestly. You can hear it. I'm really happy with this. But with all that being said, I hope you guys liked today's figure review. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. If you guys think I may have missed anything, if you guys think I'm wrong in saying that Zedus is one of the more obscure Gamera monsters, please be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, because I would like to be proven wrong. Because again, Zedus is a really cool kaiju. And this is one of the lesser, not really lesser known, but one of the Gamera films where it's not as well known as the Heisei, official Heisei Gamera. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on Zedus and on this movie. Because personally, I really like this movie, and I really like the older Gamera design that was in the beginning of this movie. Personally, favorite Gamera design, Advent Gamera, favorite Gamera design ever. But yeah, if you like what you see on the channel, do be sure to hit that subscribe button. We got a couple more cool reviews coming out after this, so be sure to stay tuned. But this has been Shanzilla 1964 saying until next time, guys, peace.